Recently, a friend of mine gave me an article by N.T. Wright, who is a very fine biblical scholar in St. Andrews University in the UK. And N.T. Wright is grappling with the whole area of Christianity's response, or Christianity's role to play vis-a-vis the pandemic. He describes how the rationalists, and there's a bit of the rationalist, I think, in all of us, the rationalists demand an explanation. Why is this happening? I'm sure you have asked that question. I certainly have. And the romantics, including the Christian romantics, and perhaps there's a bit of the romantic in all of us, the romantic wants, demands some definite signs of relief. When is all this going to be over and we can get back to normality? And perhaps we would be hoping for the wrong thing. And so N.T. Wright reintroduces us to the biblical notion of the lament. The lament is when you ask the question why, or why is this happening, and you get no answer. It reminds us of Jesus on the cross, perhaps. My God, why have you forsaken me? There are very good examples of laments in the Psalms. For example, Psalm 89. I shall read you just a few lines from the beginning and towards the end. It begins, I shall sing of the faithful love of the Lord forever. From age to age my lips shall declare your constancy. So it begins off glorifying God, and then we find out more than 2/3 of the way down we find, yet you yourself, referring to the Lord, you have spurned and rejected, you have vented your wrath on your anointed, you have repudiated the covenant with your servant, dishonored his crown in the dust. How the Psalms describe our human condition, all the gamut of our human emotions, they're all there, real life. Does that mean then that God is sitting on some distant star observing all this dispassionately? No, because the Lord walks with us. That is the whole meaning of the incarnation. And indeed the servant referred to in Psalm 89 ultimately is Jesus, who walks with us, who laughs with us, who cries with us, who asks us to wait with him, who asks us to be little shrines of his presence, of his peace, of his kindness. So wherever you are, to be that shrine of the presence and the peace and the kindness of Jesus. God bless you.